10 laps to go. And Danica Patrick enjoying a great afternoon as she makes her Cup debut here in the Irish Hills of Michigan, Chris.
Yeah, Danica Patrick running 13th right now. Last week was the first time she finished on the lead laps, and she ran so well at Martinsville, so that was 8 races. She's having a good afternoon today. She said the car was loose early on, but she and her crew chief, Tony Gibbs, have been working on that car. She's pretty happy with that balance right now, and like you guys said earlier, for a rookie, it's all about running laps.
He didn't waste a lot of time getting around that 29. I agree. Got down in 3, rotated, and just took the line away. And then as you see him go to the inside of the racetrack, that's to break that side draft and get back up in front of the 29.
I'm sorry, I don't know if he's got enough time to get to Biffle now, but I think if he gets to him, Biffle's in trouble.
Hey, guys, what a difference a week makes. Who was chasing who about 7 days ago at Pocono? I believe it was reversed where the top two's at right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was reversed last time, but the 16 said, I'm doing all I can. I don't think Jimmy's saying I'm doing all I can right now.
8 laps to go. The advantage for Biffle, 1.6 seconds. You think about the career for Greg. Won a Truck Series championship driving for Jack Roush. Made the step up to the Nationwide Series, where he also delivered a title to the Cat in the Hat. But he's been shut out when it comes to the big trophy at NASCAR's top level. Took a big step last week in regard to the championship, getting back into the top 10 in the standings, and certainly would further his title foundation today if he can get his first win of the year. Think back to last August, 8 laps to go. Jimmy Johnson was leading. Greg Biffle was running second. Johnson had the problems that opened the door for the 16. Let's look back. Greg had a great race car, so many times he's come up here and led a bunch of laps. See him moving through the field here, passing Brad Keselowski. Brad eventually finished second to Greg, who on that Sunday afternoon got his 3rd win at Michigan. That's a 4th win. Biffle's got a 4th of the wins all time for Jack Roush at this track, and the team's got more than any other.
Looks awfully smooth. Picking the throttle up, pretty early.
Yeah, really early. Really early. Pretty steady in it. You don't hear him feathering it. You don't hear him coming out of it.
And where earlier the 48 was gaining on him a lot, not so much right now.
Yes.
It's kind of stabilized.
1.3 seconds with 5 laps to go.
Well, I'll tell you, Biffle said, if this track goes my way, we've got a good piece. And obviously, whatever that meant.
Whatever that
it
meant.
went his way.
Radiator help. Okay.
Jimmy's pressing hard now. You see him right up next to the grade coming out of turn 4.
Yeah,
here with 4 or 5 laps to go.
Biffle, if he just gets hung up just a little bit by some of this traffic, and he's got a lot of it ahead of him, that's what could be his downfall. He's got to get through this traffic well.
Yeah, and we've talked about it on some of these restarts and it's a momentum racetrack. There's so much. The corners are so great. You've just got to let the car roll in, get to the gas quick. Here we see the 83 getting out of the way. Just not going to be a factor. And that's what a lap cars need to do at this point in time in the race. Don't change the outcome of the race because of something. You pull up in front of somebody, you hold somebody up.
And if you're Greg, you have to hope you catch the lap traffic at the right time. Across the start-finish line, 3 laps to go for Greg Biffle, Ralph.
He wanted to get close to David Rudiman in the 83 just to make sure everything gets blown off the grill so he doesn't have any heating issues. But the car is very good up top, he says. If he can stay up front, it should be a smooth run.
And Ralph, Jimmy Johnson in the wall, running second. No caution yet. Here comes Kevin Harvick. That's for the runner-up position.
That's got to be a cut tire like that, like we saw on those other guys.
Left front flat.
Left front.
And if you're Greg Biffle, you don't want a caution.
No.
We're going to get 2 to go here. A caution would change everything. It would mean a green-white checker.
Jimmy got up next to the wall, got back across the racetrack to the inside. So hopefully if the thing does not come apart, there shouldn't be debris.
What was a 1 second advantage for Greg Biffle? The problems for Jimmy Johnson as he comes to pit road. Now a 4.8 second lead for the 16. All 4 Hendrick cars having problems today. It's opened the door for a Ford. Greg Biffle gets the white flag. One more lap to his first win of the year. Think about Jimmy Johnson led laps, had a dominant car. The same for Casey Kane. In fact, both he and Dale Earnhardt Jr. had issues while leading. The Cat in the Hat feeling good. 12 times he has won here at Michigan.
You know that was a big relief when he heard that over the radio. It's like, okay, I could breathe now. I got 3 laps, I could breathe.
A runner-up last week at Pocono. No doubt. Greg Biffle's team going in the right direction. How about his 4th win at Michigan? It comes today. Congratulations to the 16.
Right on, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Way to stay with it. All right, runner with the 48 crash is trying to catch me. Love it. Keep digging. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Back-to-back wins. Here at Michigan, Greg Biffle gets the checkered flag in the Quicken Loans 400. Kevin Harvick ends up second. Truex, Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, the top 5, and Brad Keselowski out of gas.
Out of gas. Was running 5th, I think 4th or 5th there on the last lap and ends up 12th. Runs out of gas. And we talked about the gas issues with the 20. No issues with any of those guys, but guys we didn't see that obviously had an issue.
They got to feel good about it today, Ralph.
Yeah, they are. Matt Busha down here, all the celebrating going on. 1,000th win for Ford and NASCAR. Congratulations. A big one here today. How did you play this one out strategy-wise?
Pretty incredible. First of all, I want to say, we're thinking about Jason Leffler's family and everybody, little Charlie. It's tragic, what happened there, and all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. But Greg Biffle, he just did it today. We got a little off there early in the race. We kept working on it, kept tuning on it, and just put ourselves in position at the end of the race. And that's what it took. I think the 48 got a little bit off sequence from where we were and got a little bit ahead of them. And I think we were a little bit better there than them at the end. So, it's just an awesome day. I can't say enough about these guys. We've been working really hard, and with a 1,000th win for Ford, that's pretty incredible.
Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Greg Biffle went back-to-back here in 2004 and 2005. Today, the second time he's won 2 in a row. He's got the checkered flag in the Irish Hills this afternoon. Welcome back to Brooklyn, Michigan. It is the NASCAR on TNT post-race show. Greg Biffle lighting them up. He was able to get it done today at Michigan, and how about that celebration? Nothing like a victory. They are hard to come by in the Sprint Cup Series. Let's go down to Matt Yoakum in victory lane.
Seven-decade-plus battle, Ford versus Chevy. A huge one today, Greg Biffle, the 1,000th win for Ford. But what was a bigger concern? The temperatures, little Emma coming in, the temperatures, or the 48 closing in?
It was both, temperatures and the 48. We knew the 48 was really fast. And, I want to say happy Father's Day to my father's out there watching, hopefully, and mom and brother. More importantly, happy Father's Day to little Charlie. We're thinking about you. And Emma's first victory lane on Father's Day. I can't be more proud. And 1,000 wins for Ford. Pretty exciting in NASCAR. And to get the 3 and Ford Fusion American Dental, give kids a smile. Hopefully we gave some kids a smile this weekend. But I was really worried about that 48. He'd been pretty fast, but when this thing got in clean air, it was all over.
A lot of smiles by a lot of kids all over from your performance, not only this week, but last week. It seems like this team has really turned the corner.
Yeah, it really has. It's all hard work from these guys, and everybody's working really hard, and we still got a little bit to do on our cars when we're back in traffic, but once we get out front, like Pocono last week, we think we're pretty good. We just need to work on our cars a little bit. And, boy, it's not for a lack of effort. I'm sure excited. Valvoline and Sprint, thank the fans, Coke, everybody. This is really exciting for me.
Second last week at Pocono, a win this week at Michigan. And Marty, he's got already an entry into the 2014 Sprint All-Star race.